This video shows you how you can quickly and easily clean up your Windows 11 installation to make it run better and faster. More details coming up. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these three things will help us make more great videos for you. So this guide, like I say, shows you how you can quickly and easily clean up your Windows 11 system. Hopefully will give you a bit more space, make it faster and make it run a bit more smoother. I must stress this video requires no software. It's using Windows inbuilt tools and tips and hints from myself as well. So let's crack on. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to open up a yellow folder. So find a yellow folder on your system, click on it, and then hopefully on the left hand side here or along the top you should see the word download. So once you see it, go in there, and generally all the stuff that's in downloads are stuff that you've downloaded from the internet. So it could be applications, programs, could be email attachments. Generally this area does harbour a lot of rubbish, so it's worth having a look through here and seeing if there's anything you want to get rid of. Now if you do want to get rid of anything in here, and I'm sure you will do, so all you need to do is move your mouse over what you want to get rid of, click on the right mouse button and then click on the bin just there, and then that gets rid of it. If you want to have a look first to see what it is, then you can always double left click on it and it will open up and it will show you exactly what it is, so you can make a choice of whether or not you want to get rid of it. The applications, I've got to say, really you can get rid of any of those because you can always download them again. So again, anything with the word application, right click on it, left click on the bin up there, get rid of it. So right click and then left click. And if you don't get a bin come up, then it could be that you've not moved your mouse fully over the application. So let's just try that again. There you go, I've moved it over there and then left click the bin. So like I say, always worth going through this folder. I tend to find on a lot of computers this harvests a lot of rubbish. So the next thing we want to do is just close this down and then click on the start button, get your start menu up and then type apps, so APPS, okay? And then after hopefully a few seconds you should see under best match add or remove programs. Once you see that, move your mouse over it, left click once, and here you should now get a list of all the apps that are installed on your computer. Now if there's any in there that you basically don't use, then what you can do is you can just click on the three dots just to the right hand side and then click on uninstall, and then just follow any instructions on screen if need be to fully remove the app. So there's quite a few here, so go down here. If there's any in here that you think to yourself, I'm not really sure about that, I don't know whether I need it or not, then please just leave it, don't uninstall it if you're not sure. Or of course you could Google the name of the program and find out exactly what it is and make an informed choice from that. So the next thing we need to do is, once we've cleaned out all of these, once we've uninstalled all of the apps that we don't need anymore, click on the cross just up there, click on the start button again and then just type on your keyboard clean, and hopefully after a few seconds under best match you should see disk cleanup. Once you see that, move your mouse over it, left click once, and then hopefully you should see this appear. So once you see this appear, then it's worth just having a look through each of these and ticking the ones that you want to delete. So here you've got downloaded programs, and if you're not sure exactly what they are, then click on it and under description there you will see a description of what it is. So downloaded program files, that is, downloaded program files are ActiveX controls and Java applets. Download automatically from the internet when you view certain pages. They're temporary and stored in the download program files folder on your hard disk. So generally you're not going to need these anymore because generally ActiveX and Java aren't used, but if you're not sure then leave that unticked. I've got nothing in there anyway. Temporary internet files, if we click on that, so it says here the temporary internet files contains web pages stored on your hard disk for quick viewing. Your personalised settings for web pages will be left intact. So it stores a copy of the web page on your computer so that it doesn't have to reach out to the internet again and download it. But after a while, once you've got thousands of web pages stored on your computer, it actually takes longer for your computer to find those web pages and then reinstall them or put them on the screen. So it's okay to leave that ticked. So Windows error reports and feedback, so that's diagnostic files generated from Windows errors and user feedback. They're generally passed on to Microsoft if you want to pass them on to Microsoft to investigate general problems with Windows. So I'm going to tick that. DirectX shader cache, clean up files created by the graphics system which can speed up application load times and improve responsiveness. They will be regenerated as needed. So once again, a bit like the internet pages, DirectX shader cache is a number of files that are supposed to be there to try and speed up the load times in games and graphics on your system, but after a while that cache becomes too large and it actually takes a long time for your computer to find those files to reload them. So it's good to clean these out once in a while. So put a tick next to that. Delivery optimization files is used to download updates from Microsoft. These files are stored in a dedicated cache to be uploaded to other devices on your local network if your settings allow such use. You may safely delete these files if you need the space. So i.e. these are really there to serve other computers on your network, so update files as such, so that basically if your laptop or your computer has got the update files and your spouse's laptop or computer needs those update files, if you've allowed them to, then they can actually download those files instead of from the internet. They can download them from your computer and update their computer using those files. No personal information is transferred there. These are just Windows updates. So I'm okay. I can just tick that, really get rid of those, clean up a bit more space on the computer. The recycle bin, that is where when you delete stuff from your computer, instead of being deleted forever and a day, that usually goes into your recycle bin unless you've necessarily said you want to permanently delete it. So any files and folders go into your recycle bin. So if there's nothing needed to be kept in your recycle bin, you're okay to tick that and get rid of those. Temporary files, those are temporary information files. Usually when programs or apps are installed, updated or removed or even used, they generate temporary files which are not needed to be kept. So it's generally okay to tick this. Thumbnails, this is basically keeps a copy of the little thumbnails for photos and files and apps on your computer. Unless you're having problems with thumbnails not displaying correctly, then I would say leave that unticked, because when you do delete the thumbnails, they're just going to regenerate again anyway, so I don't think you're going to save much space there. So okay, so once we've ticked all that we want to tick and left the stuff we don't want to remove unticked, then we can go down to OK there, left click once, and it will say, are you sure you want to permanently delete these files? Well, if you're sure, then move your mouse over delete files and left click once, and there you go, it's now starting to delete them. So it may take a little bit of time, so just leave this running. That green bar will go up towards the right hand side there, and when it's finished, this box will disappear. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and we'll come back to it in a few moments time when it's finished. Oh, there you go, it's actually finished cleaning up. So next step is, what we need to do is we need to click on the start button again, and once again we need to type the word clean. So, and once we've typed the word clean, you should see disk cleanup under best match. Move your mouse over it, left click once, and this time what we're going to do is we're going to go into cleanup system files. So click on that. Okay, now the box might take a while to come up. Mine come up pretty quickly there, and it might also take a while to calculate what is needed to be cleaned up. So as you can see there you go, that's done. So let's have a look to see what we've got. So we've got Windows Update Cleanup. So it says Windows keeps copies of all installed updates from Windows Updates even after installing newer versions of updates. Windows Update Cleanup and deletes or compresses older versions of updates that are no longer needed and taking up space. So it does say you might need to restart your computer after you've selected this. So if you don't need to keep old Windows updates, and most people don't, get rid of them. Click on the box just to the left there. Windows Defender antivirus. Now, if you're using the built-in Windows 11 antivirus, then these are non-critical files used by Microsoft Defender antivirus, so you can get rid of those as well. Windows upgrade log files. So Windows upgrade log files contains information that can help identify and troubleshoot problems that occur during Windows installation, upgrading or servicing. Delete in these files can make it difficult to troubleshoot installation issues. So if you've not got any problems with your computer, if it's running fine, then delete these. You don't need to keep these log files. Mine's taking up quite a bit of space. Downloaded program files, we uninstalled those in the previous cleanup, or there was none there. The same with temporary internet files, but it's found a few more. It's delved a bit deeper into the system and found a few more temporary internet files, so I can keep that ticked. Windows error reports and feedback, so this is diagnostics files generated from Windows errors and user feedback. I think we done this in the previous cleanup as well. So yeah, so there's stuff in there. Let's get rid of that as well. DirectX shader cache, we've done that before. There's nothing in there, so I can leave that unticked. Delivery optimization files, again, I think we've done that in the previous cleanup, and there's nothing in there. Device driver packages, so it says Windows keeps copies of all previously installed device driver packages from Windows Update or other sources. Even after installing newer versions of drivers, the task will be removed older versions of drivers that are no longer needed. The most current version of each driver package will be kept. So basically, if you've upgraded your drivers, say your printer driver, your mouse or your sound or your graphics driver, it has kept the old driver there just in case you want to roll back to it. But if everything's working all fine, then it's okay to tick that box and remove it. I mean, in actual fact, there's nothing to be removed on mine. Language resource files, so remove unused language resource files, including keyboard speech inputs, etc. So if you've got other languages on your computer and you've removed them, you're using your one language or a couple of languages, and you've previously installed other languages on your computer, then that's just what cleans up there, so it's okay to tick that. Recycle bin we've done in the previous cleanup. Temporary files, there's some more temporary files there. That again is where programs have installed, updated, been using that area as a temporary working area, or been removed and left stuff behind, so it's okay to tick that. Temporary Windows installation files, and that is installation files used by Windows Setup. These are left over from the installation process and can be safely deleted, so if there's anything showing in there, tick that box. And once again, thumbnails, we can untick that unless we've got problems with the thumbnails, or unless we've really deleted, say, a load of pictures or videos on our computer and we want to just refresh the thumbnails to clean up the thumbnails that might have got left behind after we deleted these pictures or videos on the computer, then we can untick that if we want. But if you're not sure, leave it unticked. So next thing we need to do is go to OK, left click once, and then it says, are you sure you want to permanently delete these files? Yeah, as long as you're sure, click on delete files, and then it's going to go through and give the system a real deep clean. Now this bit is going to take some time, quite some time. It could take from a few minutes to a few hours, so just leave it and you'll know when it's done, because this box will actually just disappear off the screen. You'll probably find that this green bar will go all the way across to the right, and it will hang there for quite a long time, or it might even hang at this stage for quite a long time. But whatever happens, just leave it, don't interrupt it, let it do what it needs to do, and like I say, this box will disappear once it's done. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this cleans up your system for you. If you did enjoy the video, why not stick around? Have a look through my YouTube channel. I've got thousands of other videos covering all sorts of subjects. Hopefully you're going to find something to educate you, entertain you, amuse you, maybe even save you some money and some time. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, hit that like button. If you think your friends, your family or your work colleagues might like it, then don't forget to share this on your social media timelines. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you find out about all my latest videos the second they're released. Hit that subscribe button, then hit the bell, then hit all. You can also find me on Twitter at CWTech, and also find my website at cwtech.co.uk. Liking, sharing and subscribing really helps support this channel. Thank you very much.